Good morning. This is October the 17th and it's a beautiful October morning. It's cool outside, the humidity's low, and I'm so excited to bring lots of good information to you this morning. I'm going to start with middle high news because I don't have that much, but I'd like to start off by saying today, juniors, you should meet in room 8101 during Tiger Planning Time. We will be discussing electing officers and promoting the junior trip and any other topic that might come up. So you will not want to miss this important meeting, juniors. I love words like trips. Those are always fun things. So juniors, make sure you go to room 8101 during your Tiger time today. That's awesome. Now, I don't have any more news for middle high school, so you may go ahead and turn this show off. We're having to do shows recorded because we don't have the particular cords that we need at this time to do live shows, but I'm excited about getting the live show up and running so our kids can run this for us. So at this time, this is for elementary. I hope you have been selling our fundraiser. Remember this beautiful little book I showed you last week with all the cookie dough and stuff? You've got the rest of this week, and then the money and the order is due next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I believe the 23rd is the last day. I'm right. This is that little flyer, October 23rd. So sell, sell, sell. I've already gotten some orders. I'll show you my order sheet. I'm real happy about it because I want some of these little stackables. I'm going to show you some stackables. But as you get your orders and you make your orders, make sure that you turn in this sheet. I was talking to Miss Fender, and her kids have already sold enough to get every one of these cute little dudes. These are called stackables, and you can get a blue one and a yellow one. They're fun. Orange, and then you'll get one of these little things to clip these to, and you can kind of play with them. It's awesome, and you can stack them up. A lot of fun. So according to however many you sell is according to how many you get. So kids, make sure you're selling to your family, your friends, your church members. Go to church on Wednesday night. Our church members love to support school functions. Also, we've got a lot of fun stuff coming down the pipe November 3rd. Teachers, this is for you. For kindergarten through 5th grade, you will be receiving a field trip packet. We are going to send kindergarten through 2nd to Echoes of Nature at Monticello Opera House on November 3rd. It should be a beautiful musical. We'll also send the 3rd through 5th grade. We'll just stagger our times. So make sure, teachers, when you get this information, to look over it carefully. There'll be a roster here. There will also be field trip forms home. This is the little flyer on the back of the field trip form that tells parents where we're going, and they just need to get these sent out and returned, because put that on your calendar, November 3rd. Very exciting. Another fun thing that's coming down the pipe is that's this week. That's in 2 days, and I'll be reading. I've tried to get Miss Jones to get on camera, and she didn't want to do it, but we will be doing the Read for the Record. And it is going to be a fun book. It's called Quackers by Liz Wong, and I'll be reading that to you a little bit later on today. But this is the flyer that Mrs. Jones has put out, and this is what we're going to do. And I'm just going to read it to you so I can see it. We will join millions of children and adults who will be participating in the Read for the Record this year. It's the 12th anniversary. I remember doing this when we were at the elementary school, where 2 million people gather together to read the same book. And so this is the book that was chosen this year to read. So this is what we're going to do. On October the 19th, we're going to do a deer. Now, I don't know if you know what DEAR means, but if you're an old-timer like me, you know that DEAR stands for Drop Everything and Read. From 9 to 10 on October the 19th, we're going to drop everything and read. Also, teachers, if you would like to access the book, Mrs. Jones has put a little website link here that you can access the book. And I will be reading this book to you if you'd like to have it read to you. And it's a neat little book. It's a story about a kitten who grows up believing he's a duck. And this tale is about understanding, acceptance, and learning that it's okay to be whatever you want to be. So I'm excited about that. I love, love, love children's books. So that's going to be on Thursday. Next week, and teachers, this will be coming to you, we will be having awards day, and we will be doing it a little bit different from what we're used to doing. So I will put a awards procedures out to you. I will also be putting out to you a list that you can fill out of your A students, AB honor roll students. You will pick one citizenship student, and then you will return those forms into me, and that way I can count out your certificates. These will be going home to the parents of those children who will be receiving an award. And again, I will be sending you procedures on how we're going to do that. It's going to be at 2 o'clock in the cafeteria on October 24th. And we are going to honor all of those students who have worked hard for the first 9 weeks, and I'm so excited to see who those kiddos are. I know it's probably you, right? Am I talking to you? Awesome. All right, and last but not least, actually there's 2 more things I'd like to say, but I love Mr. Cheeseborough and his SGA committee because they love to do fun stuff. And you know I'm all about doing some fun stuff. So on October the 31st, we're having a early release day. Teachers have to go to trainings, but elementary kiddos can stay here in your costumes and you can have a Halloween dance in the cafeteria. Now, the cost of the dance is $2. This little flower will be coming out to you soon. And you will be able to get in, and then you'll need to bring a couple of more dollars. I would say $5, and you'd have the time of your life because there'll be all kinds of snacks and stuff for you to get. Again, this is a fundraiser for student government, so everything is not going to be free. So if you want to attend this dance, you got to make sure that you have at least $2 to get in, and then if you would like some snacks and things, bring a couple of more dollars. Maybe $5 would be a good amount to bring. Also, they're going to have a costume contest, so you might win a prize. And the dance will be from 1 to 3:30. And I do believe that we'll have to work on getting the buses to come back and pick the elementary kids up. But that'll be a lot of fun. And again, it is a fundraiser for SGA. Speaking of fundraiser, I know the carnival had a lot of improvement. I understand that. It was a very hot day, and a lot of you had tickets that you weren't able to spend, and I know you were disappointed. Some of you stood in line for long periods of time and you weren't able to get your things that you wanted because we didn't have a whole lot of time. But this is what I'd like to say about that. We learn from the things that went well and things that did not go well. But one thing I have to remind you is that entire day was a fundraiser for our kids. This was not an adult event where we take money that little kids bring. These were fundraisers for the different organizations. So we cannot treat our organizations that way and get refunds. That's not how this works. So in the future, instead of buying $40 and $50 worth of tickets, you start off with a small amount and then you buy a little bit along. That's my advice for those of you who ended up with a lot of tickets, because I cannot give you a refund. That's not how this works. However, we will have Sergeant Walker come out with his snow cone machine on Friday, and we will have staggered times. The time that you will go to the snow cone machine will be during your lunch. After your lunch, you'll go eat your lunch, and then when you come out, you will be able to get a snow cone or some nachos or whatever it is that you'd like to purchase, because maybe you didn't have enough time that day to get what you wanted. We understand that's disappointing for kids especially, but we'll try to make it right. Now remember, you will need 4 tickets. I believe those snow cones were $1. I'll have to check and I'll make sure you'll need at least 4 of those tickets that you had, and they'll need to be pink tickets because we sold elementary school pink tickets. Now, if your mother was there at the carnival and she bought some of the green tickets were worth $1 anyway. And you can bring those in and we can try to let you buy those tickets a little bit along, buy some goodies a little bit along. We also are going to establish a school store, so there'll be a time that we can possibly let you use your tickets there. But again, I want to reiterate that this was a fundraiser. It wasn't 100% perfect, but it was for the children. And it was hot, and I was hot. Let me tell you, I was hot. But when I looked around and I saw little children jumping on the hippity hop and smiling and eating cotton candy and having fun, that was what it was all about. So you can do something and make 99 people happy, and there's always one that didn't have a pleasant experience, and we apologize for that. But again, we tried, and we'll do better in the future, because I did see some things that we can improve on. But I do appreciate teachers, your patience. We didn't lose one child. Not one child got lost that day, so that lets me know that everybody really had a good time and got home and no one got hurt, and so that was a beautiful thing. So there's a lot of things going on down the pipes that weren't necessarily on your October's activities, so it may be that I need to do a weekly newsletter, because sometimes things come up and we want to be mindful of all the fun stuff coming down the pipes. I can't wait till we get our cord so that our kids can give the news, but until then we'll do this YouTube in the hopes that we can get important information out to you. And let me stress to you, elementary school, this fundraiser is so very important, because it is awesome in raising money, and all the money that we raise we can turn around and spend it on you, doing fun things like field trips and carnivals again and other things like that. So I hope you have a great day. I'll be back on later when Mrs. Jones would like for the book to be read. And other than that, have a great breezy October day.